In the heart of the bustling city stood a hospital where Emily, a young nurse, dedicated her days to caring for others. Despite the noble nature of her work, the relentless pace often left her too drained to notice the smaller, quieter moments of grace that filled her day. One particular Monday morning, Emily woke to the blare of her alarm, signaling the start of another demanding week. As she hurried through her morning routine, her day started on a sour note when she spilled her coffee in a rush to catch the bus. The bus, unfortunately, pulled away just as she reached the stop. Breathless and frustrated, Emily watched it disappear down the street. Arriving late, Emily dashed through the hospital corridors, her day spiraling further as minor mishaps piled up, one after another. Each small setback chipped away at her calm, leaving her feeling disconnected and disheartened. By the time she reached her first patient, Mr. Johnson, an elderly man with a gentle smile, despite his ongoing battle with illness, Emily felt her patience wearing thin. Mr. Johnson, who seemed to sense her stress, offered her a smile. "Tough morning, huh?" he asked, his voice warm and understanding. "You could say that," Emily replied, managing a small smile back as she began her routine checks. As she worked, Mr. Johnson chatted quietly, sharing snippets of his life and his unwavering faith that kept his spirits high despite his health issues. Emily listened, her professional mask in place, but his words barely penetrated her preoccupied mind. Later that morning, while cleaning up a rarely used storage area of the hospital, Emily stumbled upon a small forgotten item under a chair, a prayer book, its leather cover worn and pages softened from use. Curiosity piqued. She wiped off the dust and opened it to a random page. The prayer she found spoke of finding strength and serenity in the face of adversity. The words struck a chord with her, echoing through her cluttered thoughts. Emily pocketed the book and decided to spend her lunch break in the small park adjacent to the hospital. Sitting alone on a bench, she ate her sandwich mechanically and opened the prayer book again. This time, she read more deliberately, allowing the words to wash over her and seep into the cracks of her frazzled mind. The prayers talked about seeing God's hand in the smallest details of life, recognizing each challenge as an opportunity to witness His presence. As the afternoon light waned, Emily returned to her rounds with a lighter heart. When she checked on Mr. Johnson again, she found him looking out the window, his eyes reflecting a quiet joy, despite the pain she knew he endured. "How do you do it?" Emily asked suddenly, her voice soft. "Stay so positive, I mean even now." Mr. Johnson turned to her, his smile deepening. "My faith," he said simply. "It doesn't make the pain disappear, but it gives me something bigger to hold on to. Every day is a gift, every moment a chance to experience something beautiful, if we only take the time to see it." His words, so similar to the sentiments she'd read in the prayer book, resonated deeply with Emily. She realized that in the rush of her day-to-day life, she had been missing these gifts, these moments. Inspired by the transformation in her perspective, Emily began to share snippets of her discovery with her colleagues. She spoke of her challenging day turned meaningful through an old prayer book and a conversation with a patient. Her story, simple yet profound, reminded her team to pause and appreciate the small wonders of their work, like the gratitude in a patient's eyes or the quiet strength they witness daily. The following days found Emily approaching her life with a renewed sense of purpose and attentiveness. She kept the prayer book in her bag, a constant reminder of the peace available to her even amidst chaos. As the video draws to a close, the narrator reflects, "In the rush of our everyday routines, it can be easy to overlook the subtle ways God touches our lives. But if we slow down, breathe deeply, and pay attention, we can find His presence in the simplest of things, bringing us peace and guiding us through each day." Emily's journey of rediscovery invites viewers to look for their own moments of divine presence, reminding them that faith and hope are never far away, especially when we open our hearts to them. This is Faithful Fable Story Channel. Thank you for watching and see you next time for another powerful and motivational Christian story. Stay blessed.